That shit will go down.
Yeah.
Number one, bullet. Loaded God complex, cocking and bullet. You're going down, 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 down. You're going down, down. Loaded God complex, cocking and bullet. What a good fucking song, right? And so, oh shit. I got totally carried away with this.
I noticed.
I was like so like into this. So like I can't swim. And thank you. Who also can't swim? Thank you, Fair. Who can't ride a bike?
Oh, I used to.
You used to ride bikes.
No, I mean like Rob just taught me.
Oh, just how to ride a bike.
A week ago.
Okay, I also don't know how to like ride a skateboard.
So?
Is there, you know how to ride a skateboard?
No, I thought we were giving her for
I don't know how to ride a skateboard neither. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, fuck it. Oh, well, I give a fuck because I feel like it.
You want to bash your brains?
No, it hurt me. It hurt me. The Lupe fiasco.
Kick Bush, now you know.
Who the fuck knows Lupe fiasco? People thought Lupe fiasco right out 6. Oh, I wanted to ride a skateboard at some point in time in my life. I might have been 10 to 13. And I was like, you know what? I can learn how to ride a skateboard and ollie. Thank you very much, Tyler. And I was riding down. Stop. And I was riding down in the earlier round. I was riding down in my fucking driveway, and I was like, I'm gonna be so cool, and I'm gonna fucking do an ollie and a fucking whatever that is, kickflip, and I'm gonna impress the whole neighborhood. But I hit like a pebble. And I kickflipped myself out of the skateboard somehow and flew my way about 20 feet forward down the street, which was a sloped hill. So I rolled down the sloped hill about 50 yards in an earlier round, and Sugar Weir going down swinging, and then I had all the cool kids from the cul-de-sac up my road drive down, and see me and point out their windows and say, "Loser!" And they drove off in an earlier round. And they left me swinging. And I never ever picked up the skateboard again. My name's Charles Wood. Also, Sticky Tyler, and I'm so glad that I didn't destroy anything beautiful tonight. Okay.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Accept another round of applause. Give it up for Charlie.
Actually, it's really dope. Charlie actually just got a job recently as a stylist on The Deadliest Catch. So, give it up for that, dude. That's really a cool achievement for real quick. Guys, this next comic is a special treat. We haven't seen him in a really long time, so give a good warm welcome to our friend DJ Morales.
That was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting to come up. I was just kind of wanted to come see you guys. Nice to see everybody. Yeah. Doing a cute little basement show. It was pretty tight. Like, I was a little bit nervous at first. I thought I was going to get fucked up when it came to basement shows. Garage. It's cool. It's a nice little environment for a comedy show. It kind of reminds me of like the first place I got fingered. Kind of has that vibe, you know? But I knew it would have that kind of a vibe coming and going. It's funny. Well, like, oh, I didn't expect to do any jokes, and then pull some notes out of my pocket. Oops. Oh, what is that? Oh my God, what is that doing in my pocket? I haven't been doing fucking anything but college for like more than a year now. Like I went back to UNM and just doing college all the time. It's kind of it's pretty cool. I'm learning a lot. You know, I think education is important. You know, because I don't want to be, you know, depressed just because of my trauma. You know, I want to get like the education to back it up. You know? I've been dating, you know, for a while. So, you know, I dated a comic for a few years. A lot of people remember that, you know. And just like having some weird luck with the chicks. So I started noticing this weird trend among women when I'm dating around. Like they're always like, I don't need a man. Like I'm just an independent woman. I take care of my own shit. And they're like, fucking good. It's awesome. And then as soon as you start dating, they're like, where are you going? Like right away, like they don't waste any time. What are you? Who is the one? So I have a great idea, you know, for these chicks because you want to be independent, but you also want to be. So I have a great idea, and this is what it's like to date me. I'm working on this. It's like so we're together all the time, right? Like all the time, but you feel alone. The people who are laughing the hardest know Kendra. Feel so alone. This is really cool, guys. Thanks for letting me tell some jokes real quick. Thank you very much, Tyler. Thanks so much.
Keep it going for Gabe Norris, everybody! Yeah! It's a pleasure to have him. He's probably not going to be here next week. He's got to get back to selling weed to Little League coaches. So he's going to be doing that ASAP. Guys, that was the first round. Give it up for your front row! Good intro. We're going to move to this back row now. This next guy forgot his bongos, but he'll still be great. Give it up for Tito, everybody.
Oh man, what a great fucking space, Will. This is amazing. During the pandemic. Whatever, I want to give him proper thanks. So, you know, you know, exactly, that's what I'm getting at, sir. You know, when you've been working all day, like, man, I just want to get home and masturbate because I'm alone. You know that feeling? You're like, oh, God, drag. And you're like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm about to clock out. Ooh, boy, got in the car. You're rubbing your hands together because you're going to be rubbing something else together. You know? And then you're like, you turn the car onto your street. You're like, fucking close enough. You know what I'm saying? You know, so then you yank it down and you're like pulling into your driveway with one hand. Also, I drive standard, so it's like real fucking dangerous and working both. You know, like you're fucking come in the face of death. You know? You're talking to yourself, because like who else is gonna talk to you during this moment? You know? It's like, oh my God, your hand is like so fucking strong. Oh my God, it's amazing. You know how you talk to yourself during it? Oh, does nobody else do that voice? I learned all my like smooth talking from the internet. I realized that like that's been a problem with like being alone during the pandemic because there's no you're not gonna like hook up with anybody because you're being safe and all this shit. Thanks, dog. And throwing up my train of thought, dog. Where was I? Somewhere. Look, I realized that like when I masturbate because, like, for the same reason everybody does. It feels really good. You're like thinking about like another human being. And then here's the flaw of that, is like I've done it to the point where now if like I have a chance to get with a woman, I can't do anything because I just masturbated about it. You know what I'm saying? It sucks! Oh my god, it's like it's never... But I realized, wait a second, I might have discovered a life hack. I masturbated about something and then I couldn't engage with it. Ooh, shit. You know what? I've been smoking and I am tired of smoking. And so I masturbated about myself smoking, and now I can't get hard when I get cigarettes so I don't smoke. It's brilliant. It's a life hack. And I realized, I'm masturbating way too much. So I masturbated to myself masturbating. And my dick turned into a Mobius strip. Do people know what that is? People know what a Mobius strip is? I'm just glad because it's a weird geeky thing. Look, I can like kind of almost solve a Rubik's Cube. So I just assume everybody knows what a Mobius strip is. It's a cool thing. Okay. On Facebook, there's been like a lot of like posting of like, hey, let's see your 2020, let's evolve a little bit. Men, let's normalize being vulnerable and showing emotion. And I'm like, I already do that. Check. Good. Modern man. Let's normalize. There's other examples I haven't thought of yet. Check. And I saw one that was like, hey, man, let's unnormalize, like, gently touching women's hips as you pass them in the workspace.
Yeah.
I definitely do that. I'm not the only one, though, right? Like, I'm not the only one that's guilty here. Like, every single one of you is guilty. This guy, you have this, like, energy that says, like, oh, off that shell, wait. It's like American Psycho energy. Like, I can see you like, Bethany, it's an asshole. Don't look at it. Eat it. Eat chocolate in bits. And that's like all you're guilty of. Like, you're doing a really good drug. Just touching women's hips. But I'll be honest. Like, I recognize like that's bad, but I don't want to give that up. I don't, okay? I'm lonely. And look, ladies, like I'm not gonna like cup the hip. I'm just gonna like Keanu Reeves it. And just like
So you cup the ass.
Yeah. Well, that's a bit much. I'm trying to ride the line. I'm a modern man.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to ride that line.
So you wasn't Matrix Keanu, we got it.
Oh, I was
Matrix Keanu.
So he's definitely cupping ass.
Well, like, I don't want to let that go. I'm just like keep like a little finger on it. It's like I move past you. And just, fingers are so hard right now. Thanks for the space and the time.
Yeah.
Tito Tito, guys, come on! Yeah, Tito, you look like my lawyer after he gets back from a vacation in Costa Rica. Like I call him up and I'm like, what's the word? Did they find evidence on it real quick? And he's like, all right, chill out, man. I'm like, dude, you're Jewish. Don't do that, That's all right, that was cool. We got another comic. He's sitting next to him. Give it up for the guy sitting next to him. Jake Morris, everybody.
it would take to get me drunk.
How many?
You got another six packs?
A lot more than that one. Evan, do you believe in magic? It's a very like if I was to take off Two Shades' hat over here. Thanks, I don't need it. If I was to take Two Shades' hat off over here and pull a rabbit out of his hat, would you think that was magic?
Probably priestcraft, but that's
Priestcraft? That's definitely one way to look at it. I don't believe in magic, especially that kind of magic. Just have a real hard time taking anything serious that comes out of a hat. That was the Mormon joke.
Gold tablets.
Yeah. Guys, I'm getting shot on Wednesday. Yeah, getting that first dose.
Oh.
Getting that hard Moderna life, you know what I mean? M Squad, M Gang. Getting that Pfizer bullshit, get out of here. And J&J's, you can suck my P&P, you know what I'm talking about? I really don't care. My buddy, I'm really scared about this one. I don't really think it's like a microchip thing. Honestly, I'm taking the same approach with microchips as everyone who's worried about microchips being in the vaccine had the same approach as the Patriot Act. If you're not doing anything bad, what do you gotta worry about, friends? I hang out with drug dealers, alright? Trust me, I think if they're gonna track me, they would have already caught us, alright? It's not that big of a deal. It's cool. It's alright. My dead grandpa is flipping over somewhere. Just, god damn it. He's gonna get chipped. Got me thinking. Do you remember, has old people ever said weird shit to you? Man, I'm going through that weird stage of grief where you're just sorry, Pacifico. Where you're just randomly remembering interactions you had with people. And I remember one day, I was just going to the bathroom, I was peeing. And all of a sudden I open the door when I'm done, my grandpa's just sitting there. And he's just looking at me in the door. What's up, man? You need something? Good for you. I just fucking walked away. What the fuck is the... I'm at 16, I'm good for me. You insinuating I have a big dick? Are you mad because my prostate's healthy? What's the problem here? Good for you. Just leave? What the fuck? Calm down, Grandpa. Ridiculous. Where'd Caleb Mulkey go?
I don't know. Taking a piss.
Taking a piss. The FBI finally caught him because he escaped from shooting all those Asians.
Oh, hey, stop Asian hate.
Tell Mulkey that! What, Charles?
It was a sexual offense.
You raised your hand we're in a... Charles, you're like the goddamn substitute teacher when you do your sets. You just sit here and you're just I'll wait. I'll fucking wait for all of you.
Let's call it down.
I'll start writing names on the board, everybody. Bear. Amanda. Charlie.
I used to teach music to children.
Oh my god.
Pedophile.
Now he's not even allowed around
Children.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't want to hear the story of why you're not allowed. I'm just having images of fucking American Pie 2 when he's learning the trumpet.
I yelled at them and
I don't care, Charles! I don't care. I don't care about the children and their music skills. Because none of them have any music skills. I'm having flashbacks of when I was 16 and every boy was getting yelled at by my fucking 6th grade music teacher. You're not hitting the right keys. Yeah, bitch, it's called puberty. I fucking can't. I literally can't, alright? Sometimes my voice talks like this when I get excited and I can't help it.
And then sometimes I talk like this.
Get the fuck over yourself. I understand, we're assholes. And you're not that attractive. But you know what? Once again, puberty. That was a fun little tangent I just went on, guys. It was just a roller coaster. That was fun. Alright, give it up for fucking Tyler. You guys have a good night.
Jake Morris, everybody! I don't know what I find less surprising, the fact that Jake Morris was in band class or the fact that Jake Morris was 16 and in 6th grade.
Right.
I don't know why, because he said that and I was like, yup, actually, yeah, for sure. Jake, you're like a paradox. You look like you know, like you look like a pinball repairman. You know what I mean? Like a pinball machine. But then you talk, and like it's so obvious that you have no idea anything about pinball machines. You know, like there's no repairing going on.
Who the fuck knows anything about
I don't know, you look like you want a pizza place and like do your own maintenance on, alright, fuck it. This next comic is a whole lot of fun. He knows a lot about pinball and machines and, you know, fixing fucking broken motorcycle parts or whatever this aesthetic is today. Give it up for Robert Esther!
Hey, thanks, buddy. Yeah, speaking of dead parents, am I right? Like, I read so many comic books as a kid, I feel like I'd be way better off if one of my parents had died. Like an aunt or an uncle or something. Right? Yeah, you gave me these glasses, which was weird. It's weird you gave it. I'm not gonna wear these.
They look awesome.
You're weird. No, I'm not gonna wear weird glasses, Charles Wood. Charles Wood's a weird dude. Charles Wood called me up the other night 2 times on Facebook chat. Which first off, I'm never gonna answer that shit. It's Facebook chat. Also, it was like 10:02 at night. And then halfway through, he was like, "You want to make a movie right now?" Which seems sketchy as fuck. Like, I don't want to do that. That's not how artists work. Beethoven wasn't there and just getting carrier pigeons at 11 o'clock at night. It was like, "Yo, you up? Want to write a fucking symphony? Let's do it." Oh. Also, I love the vibe I get off this guy. Like the nicest guy from Scarface. Like, he's just in that restaurant afterward, just apologizing to everybody. He's like, "Hey guys, yeah, no, he's the bad guy. He's the bad. Can I buy you an appetizer?" He's the bad guy. I did have to teach Amanda how to ride a bike. Which honestly, I think when you're doing that with a child, easier, they have smaller legs. They can't produce, they don't have the push power, they don't leave you behind in the dust. Right? When you see that scene in a movie with a father and a child, it's like they're there, and then the father can choose to be like, "Now you're on your own." And the kid can be like, "Am I on my own, Pop? And they're like, "Yes, you are, my boy." And it's like, "I love you." And you're like, "I love you too." No, Amanda's got long ass legs. She's got a lot of thrust power in those. I do not run very fast. So I'm just one behind it, and then she just kept on going. And she was like, "Are you behind me?" I'm like, "No, I'm fucking not." But the bike wants to stay up. I know physics. I just yelled centrifugal force! Just hoping that was a thing. Instead of "I love you, Pop," I just go "Fuck you!" It's way out into the background. I thought a lot about the rooms that I couldn't have sex in. William Wheeler's living room. Couldn't have sex in that room. There's too many eyes. And then they follow you all the time. And there's so many, like, I feel like you'd find the one, like, at first you'd be cool, like, you'd find that you'd, like, looking at Xena Warrior Princess in the eyes, and then, like, you'd slightly drift over for some reason, they'd be like, Rudy, 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 and that's not where you want to come. And then you just think about what he did for Frodo. So I could never fuck in your living room. You know, any other room in this house probably, but not your living room. It's good to see you, Danger. See, I knew Danger's ex-girlfriend, and now that they've broken up, I still see her on Instagram. And she's like gotten a nose piercing at 32. It's like, what the fuck did you do to that girl? That's a problem. She's like turned back into a Spencer's gift store. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Hell yeah! He had to dip. He's gonna go do Foghat covers at a Flying Star later, so he's gonna be kind of busy. Are you okay, Shaggy? What the hell happened during the show? Okay, because like you walked out one time and you walked back in. I was like, what did you go ollie a 5-step? Like, what did you do in the time that you walked out there and came back here? But hey, we're praying for you. We're gonna start a GoFundMe and all that shit. All right, guys. Cool. That was road 2. What's going on back there? Are we talking about the nachos and what's interesting in the third row? Every time everyone brings like something like nachos, it gets motherfuckers talking in the crowd, and it makes me not want to eat the nachos next time because it's like getting all real active in like the center of the earth way. You know what I mean? Like, real earthy conversations going. All right, buddy, we're gonna go to this third row right now. There's actually only one comic in this third row in the back over there, besides apparently the plate of nachos.